Right, it's time to open up the Wednesday Music Club, where we talk about the latest music news and new releases, and every week we're joined by a special guest, and joining us tonight is Jessica Biggs, who is a music journalist at Musicvein. Jessica, how you doing?
Evening, Ed. How are you doing?
Not too bad. It's been a while since we had a chat. Is everything good with you?
Yeah, everything's fantastic. On the countdown to Christmas, so got lots.
Don't talk about Christmas. Come on, seriously. I mean, we're not even in December yet, and you've taken us down that sort of, that dark route into Christmas. When December comes, then we could talk about Christmas. The last time.
It's only 6 weeks away.
Listen, please listen. The last time you were on, you mentioned the NFTs and artists using them in the crypto world, and that was fascinating. What's the latest on that?
So, lots of artists are getting in on the act, and if there is anyone who's going to be doing it right now, it is actually the biggest boy band around, and it's BTS. So their label that they're with, Hype, have just invested over 400 million to one of Korea's largest crypto firms.
Wow, 400 million. So, I mean, clearly they think this is worthy of some... Wow, 400 million. So, I mean, clearly they think this is worthy of something to invest in.
Absolutely, yeah. And so next year you're going to hear loads more about this. But basically what BTS are going to be doing is trading cards, tokens, digital artwork. So they'll have music videos and things embedded within them, and that's what the fascination is for BTS fans and anybody in the crypto world.
Could this be the future? Do you think other artists will follow suit and they will do something similar?
Yeah, absolutely. You've already got Death Row Records that are doing it. Snoop Dogg has recently said that he buys and sells NFTs quite a lot, so yeah.
Could be a new trend. The awful news in the past week about the Astro World concert in Texas, where 8 people died. What's the latest on that?
Oh gosh, so this is absolutely awful. But Travis Scott has now got over 30 lawsuits filed against him and Astro World, and so it's a worrying time for him, for artists, music lovers, because we just don't know. If this actually goes ahead, then you just don't know what the future holds for artists and whether they will be accountable for all of the things that go wrong.
Sure, and the legalities about whether an artist is responsible, whether it's whether it's the promoter or whether it's the venue. So who knows what will happen? But I'm sure you'll keep us updated on that as and when news comes in. And the UK band Glass Animals have set a new US chart record. What have they done? Yeah,
so these guys, they're quite relatively unknown over here, and they released a track called Heat Waves from their latest album Dreamland that was released last year.
Yeah. And
this song got picked up by people on TikTok, and you know what happens with TikTok? Everything goes.
Everything, exactly. I still haven't had my debut, my baptism of fire on TikTok. I don't think if that happened, I'm sure I would shut TikTok down, because everyone would probably leave TikTok if I had my debut on TikTok. So that's why I'm refraining from going on TikTok. Can you imagine me on TikTok? Okay. Come on. Seriously, Jessica. Edward Adoo on TikTok. Please, come on.
God, I'll join you.
Was that a challenge?
Yeah, go on then. Let's do it.
Oh, my days. What are you like? Katie's literally put her head down. She's like, I can't take this anymore. I can't produce this program. I mean, Edward Adoo saying that he's going to go on TikTok. It's like, what's next?
Isn't it? But you know what? It absolutely blows people up. And so with the Glass Animals, they have finally made it into the top 10 of the US Billboard chart after 43 weeks.
Sorry, Jessica, you cut out there. So just repeat what you just said about how many weeks or how many times they've been in the chart. Sorry, just cut out there.
Oh, right, sorry. So, it took them 42 weeks to get into the US top 10, and so that's why they've made chart history.
Amazing. It's a round of applause to them. That is,
yeah,
that is exceptional. That's great. And we have new music from the Beatles.
Yeah, well, it's not the Beatles exactly. So there's a producer and broadcaster called Suresh Joshi.
Yeah.
And he wrote a song called Radhe Sham back in 1968. And it features Ringo Starr on drums and Harrison on guitar. So they recorded this song years ago, and it just sat in his attic doing nothing, really. And so during lockdown, as people do, he was bored, dug this out, got it mixed and mastered, and so it had its premiere today at the Liverpool Beatles Museum.
Amazing. Wow. So it was recorded back in 1968.
Yes, so many years ago. But you know what? The song actually sounds quite fresh. It doesn't sound dated at all.
Gosh, that's amazing. Gosh, it's funny, you know, when it comes to certain tracks and productions which have been unearthed, and you listen to it and you think, well, it's 30 years old, but in actual, some tracks that I've listened to, I've come across similar stories to this. They do sound fresh. Yeah,
this one really does actually. I had listened to it earlier, and yeah, I quite like that one.
That is amazing. Love stories like that. We have to go there. We have to talk about Christmas albums coming out this year. I've got to be positive because, you know, I like to talk about Christmas during the Christmas month, not 6 weeks away. But I suppose it's the time to look forward to thinking about which Christmas albums are coming out this year, and also which Christmas albums to buy. What would you recommend? Any major tips?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, the Merry Old Soul, Nat King Cole, he's got his album out. Record company have released it, and it's A Sentimental Christmas. Then you've got Norah Jones. She's like an angel, isn't she, with her voice. She has I Dream of Christmas. That's out. And where would Christmas be without an album from Michael Bublé?
Oh, the Bublé's back. He wants his Christmas royalties. He's knocking on the door. I want my Christmas money.
Yes. And so it's the 10th anniversary edition of Christmas that he's bringing out. And final one, are you even British if you don't have a Now Christmas album?
When it comes to Now albums, I mean, without Mark Goodyear, the former Radio 1 DJ who does the voiceovers, if you don't hear Mark doing a voiceover to one of those Now commercials, then you know Christmas is not going to happen. And Christmas will happen this year, because at some point we will hear Mark Goodyear on that commercial saying, and now it's Christmas 47 or 55 or whatever it is.
If you didn't know it's Christmas, you do as soon as you hear that.
And any idea as to what's going to be featured? Is it going to be like like Christmas tunes over the past 10 years or 20 years? And how are those albums compiled? I've always been fascinated to know who compiles those albums, and what's the kind of strategy behind getting the tracks onto the albums?
It literally is just what people love and just rehashing them. But they do look at the trends of what people have been playing, and then that's how they release these albums.
Interesting. Jessica, thank you so much. You're up for the TikTok challenge. Should I get my people to call you, and then you get your people to call my people? We could sort it out without even talking about it directly, because I think that might kind of prolong the time of appearing on TikTok. Is that a good plan?
I don't even know why I said that.
Now you're backtracking, you're thinking, I don't want to do it with Edward. I don't want to go on TikTok and embarrass myself, because if I get blamed for closing TikTok down, that's it. It's like, you know, the career's over. It's not going to happen. No, listen, it's fine. It's fine. Let's pretend that we didn't even mention it, and we will never, ever talk about going on TikTok. Listen, speak to you soon. Where can people go to find out more about your music news? Because, by the way, all your music news and what you do is fantastic, and it'd be great for people to check out your work. So where can they go?
Musicvein.co.uk.
Jessica, thank you. Have a lovely week. Good to talk to you.
And you. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.